Welcome back to episode 6 of Unemployed to Hall of Fame. What has been happening in our world? Well, a lot. An unexpected amount, to be precise. First things first, let's check out the recent results. And I know what you're going to think. I did it offline and suddenly became superhero. He must be cheating. No. It literally was a change of formation. So we left, where did we leave? Here, we just won 3-2. So we then went and won away 4-3 at Charnock Richard. That was a stressful game indeed. We were 3-1 down at half time. And then we came back to win. Hang on, is my maths off again? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. We were 3-2 down at half time. There we go. I knew something was off. Harry Griff got sent off. And then our man of the hour, Jared Blake, got 2 goals, including a 91st minute winner, which made me wish I'd streamed that because there were scenes over at the Isle of Man bench when that one went in. And then we did what we always do. We went on a bit of a, not a streak, it was 2 games, but I thought, worst has come in. We're going to be in trouble again. We lost to Barnoldswick Town, hat-trick from Chamel. Devontae did get a consolation goal back in the 65th minute, but wasn't good enough, and we lost there. And then I thought we would pull it back at home against Kendall, and we lost 4-2 at home to Kendall. Adam Mayle and Elliot Johnson getting on the score sheet, but not enough to turn the tides at home. Again, fans turned up in like they always do. I just love our fans. Then it started to change a bit here. So this was a good win away from home. This is how we wrapped up November. A 2-1 win over Liverpool. Devontae and Blake on the score sheet there. And then a 2-1 win over West Didsbury. Blake again and Steve Spice. Steve Spice turned into one of my favourite players. We had our first draw of the season. Glad I wasn't streaming this one. Boring game against Longridge. I thought we were going to do double over them. I think they're one of our first teams we played earlier in the season. But it wasn't to be. It was a 0-0. Although Ryan Hibbert, who less said about him, the better. Although we will come on to him. Missed a penalty. So we drew that one. 4-1 win over Chaddington. 5-4 win over Colne. 5-2 win over Lower Breck. Apologies, I'm not going to be going through all of these. It just take everyone's time. But I will go through our player stats. And then we had a very good victory here over Bury. Good turnout, 1,100 people turned up. They brought a good away. Bury probably have the highest attendance down here, but easily. They brought a small mob with them. But we sent them home disappointed with a 3-1 victory here. And then my latest game was away to Earlham. And it was 3-1 there as well. Spice, again, who I mentioned, becoming one of my favourites, scoring in that one along with Ryan Salmon, who actually, I played him in that match because he was complaining, and he proved me right. He made me think, okay, I hear you, Ryan. You can play. But we did get an injury to Blake. So, how did we do this? This is how we did it. The Gegenpress. I know there's going to be groans. Gegenpress just seems to work in Football Manager for whatever reason. It was very, very overpowered last year. And I used it for the majority of my teams last year. I have bought it out here. And not much change in the formation as such. But it is doing bits with 2 power forwards up front. But we will see if that carries on. We are at home to Padham, who are 4th, I believe. What's it done to the table? Well, it's moved us quite comfortably into the playoffs. We're still 6 points off Bury, although we do have a game in hand. And and we've got 17 games left of the season, so still a way to go on that side of things. And we have also made some transfers. There's a lot to talk about because we've taken a big break. Here it is here. So who did we sign? Well, we made 3 signings. No, we didn't. Why is he coming up there? That's our goalkeeper. The first of which is Dylan Perkins, who is our first loan signing. We haven't done any loan signings, but we did get Dylan Perkins, and we've got him on loan from Trefillin in the Welsh lower division. He's come on loan, and he's slotted straight into that ball-winning midfield. Very good stats, in my opinion, for this league, and he has shown to be a bit of a creative force, setting up 5 goals in his first 10 games for the club. So he has been a big difference to the team. I also signed Lewis Farmer. This guy can play multiple positions, which is one of the main reasons I wanted him. Because I had been messing around with centre mid, I'd been messing around with attacking mid, trying to find the right formation. But he's also one of my strongest right wingers, and that is just, here is a good balance technically for these leagues, and he's also got a little bit of pace along with balance and agility. So I've been really impressed with him signing. We got him on a free, and again, not setting the world at like average rating. He does feel like he plays better as I'm watching him, which is strange looking at this, but he has got 2 goals, 2 assists in 9 games. That's not a bad contribution since joining, and he was only a couple of years ago in Sheffield Wednesday's youth setup. So I think he has been a great signing. And then finally, this guy, he has paid a lot of money. I am paying him a lot of money. But this guy, Fuula Dira, I've probably tragically brutalised his name, but he has joined us. Like I say, he's on a lot of money. I will ignore this. He's on a lot of money, but he's got that crossing that I wanted for the big men. He's got a bit of dribbling, and he's got a little bit of pace as well. And he is our starting right winger at the moment. He's also got that flair. I just like him. 19 years old, bundles of potential, and he was up until last year with Huddersfield Town's youth. So he's come straight to us. This is his first professional start. He's played 1 game for us. He set up a goal. So he's had a very good start. Granted, it's 1 game, but they're the signings we've made. This is another huge part right here. Huge part. So as you remember from the last episode, dynamics I wanted to sort out. It helps when you're winning. It always helps when you're winning, and it's no different here. Our form, we've won 5 on the trot, and our club atmosphere is very good because of it. There's no unhappy players. Anyone that gets unhappy, they're out the door, either on loan or I'm just getting rid of them. I'm really trying to keep that atmosphere high because, like I said before, it has a huge impact on how our teams are going to be playing. Good team cohesion, which is shown on the pitch, and they've supported me for a while. So overall, we have had a very good break. Bank balance is also looking healthy. We've still not spent any of our transfer budget because it's all been free transfers, loan-ins. We are now very close to our wage budget. We've always been well to keep under this, but with Farmer on £90 a week, Deere on £100 a week, they have eaten into that budget a little bit. But 60,000, and we're still projected a nice upward profit if we keep things the way they are going. So let's get to it, shall we? Home game. I'm excited to show you guys how we are playing with this new setup. Knowing my luck, it'll just all fall apart, but let's give it a go. Clifton is back in goal as a sweeper keeper. I just like him. Yes, this is poor, but I just like the way that he is suited technically to play that role. Hibbert, I set him a challenge I did say to him, I don't know if I can view it here. I probably can. Don't worry about it. But I set him a challenge of achieving 7 in matches or he's gone. I had enough of his absolute nonsense performance. There you go, target set. And he has been doing okay. He has been doing okay. If we look at his form over the last 5 games, it's saying he's not hitting it. I think he's done all right. I think he's done okay. Dira is, this guy, our youth guy. We have played him a few times this season, but he's now found himself into the first team at 16 years old at the moment. He's got incredible flair for a 16-year-old. And he's got good vision and good passing. So he's a deep line playmaker for us at the moment. He has been playing last couple of games. 1 assist, but he pieces the play together, which is what I like. So what are we doing actually? How we're playing in possession, out possession. One thing I'm going to do actually right here is look for an overlap, which I thought I'd already done. It's just our Gegen press formation. From the SI Games recommended. We are countering, we're counter pressing. We've not really changed much. That was the first real thing I've done there. And at the moment it's working, so I don't want to change too much. We'll see if what I've just done there has affected it. And the reason I'm doing that is because, like I said, he's on attack here, but so he's bombing forward. So it makes sense for Dira to sort of come in as an inside forward and look for those overlaps. Hopefully get fed in a bit more. But here we go. And this is it. I'm excited. I'm excited to show you the new team. I really hope they don't let me down. But the form of Paid Ham has been not very good at all. They've only won once in the last 5. And they've actually dropped out of the top here. They were 4th, I'm sure they were. But they are now down to 6th. So here we go. Right, nice start straight away. Hibbert on the ball. Leader Williams. Here we go. A minute in. This is what I'm saying. I don't know how we've turned it around so much. It's Football Manager. We just can't predict it. Hibbert, from going from one of my most hated players to starting to play more of a critical role. But Leader Williams is one of our best players this season. He has been phenomenal. Everyone's contract's pretty much up at the end of the year. I'm going to have to do a think soon of who gets to stay, who's going to leave, who can I keep? Is there anyone that's going to be rejecting our offers to stay at the club? I do not know. But we are going to try. But I am leaving at the moment. We're in January now. I haven't made any offers. We've only got that £20 a week budget. And I just want to see who can we keep. No one's bidding for them either, so we don't have to worry too much. Dira to Hibbert. Back to Griffiths, who's moved from a midfield role back to a defensive role. Oh no. Oh no. Just as I was singing his praises, Hibbert does that. He's got a 7 rating. I bet FM was like, oh, what a stunner, son. That was terrible. Okay. No bother. That was just a freak accident. There was no play from Paydham to say that was good play. That was just lucky. We were in control. It has rattled us. You can see it's rattled us there. Hibbert has just caused us a little bit of concern. That's a good ball out to Leader Williams there. Can he do something? Oh, Salmon, you should have scored there. That was you were pretty much point blank. You should have scored there. You should have scored. Okay. It's fine. I know it sounds weird. I'm not doing much bits there, but they're doing nothing. They are doing nothing. We are stopping them. One thing I'm going to do real quickly is because we're attacking, and I've just seen here, we don't necessarily need to do the counter if we're attacking. We're at home. I don't want to get too committed. Our defenders aren't that quick. That's a good ball in. No, it's not. I thought. Well, actually, no. It was a good ball in. It was just a bit too high and a bit too close to the keeper, especially as Dira hasn't got height. Mail to Leader Williams. Okay, he's lost that one-on-one. That's fine. It's going to happen. And that's going to make me nervous now whenever the ball goes back. Perkins up to Morton. That's a great ball to Salmon. The two big men. And there's Morton! And it's 2-1. And that was brilliant football from the Isle of Man. The two big men. Look at that for a ball over to Salmon. I thought he was going to shoot there. He had awareness. He cut it back. And a first time ball in. And that is pinpoint as a header as you can get. And we have taken the deserved lead. Bradford's going to play it long. Hibbert on the ball. Hopefully he'll start charging down here. Perkins over to Morton. Leader Williams. It's another. Oh my lord! No! Oh, that would have been one of the goals of our season. But Dira! Oh, he's missed it. But we're playing good. I cannot complain. Leader Williams has picked up a knock. We're going to have to deal with that. And that's a shame. Because, again, he has been absolutely phenomenal here. So, Dira. What foot is Dira? He's right. Do you know what we're going to do? We are going to move him. Oh, do we? Okay, no, we're not. I've been convinced. By the fact that he's got 4.5, and I am like that. But we are going to bring him on. Farmer to move across to the right. Dira's going to go across to the left. And hopefully, like I said, Leader Williams, one of our best performers in that half, so I'm hoping it's not going to have too much of an effect. But one other change I'm going to make is not Salmon, because I've not put a striker on the bench. I did the unthinkable and dropped the goalkeeper, because FM seems to have sorted out their goalkeeping injury nonsense that was on the beta, but they've not seemed to. No, they've sorted it. I don't know what I'm saying. It's because I'm getting distracted by myself. We're gonna keep Salmon on. We're just gonna hope that he picks his form up. He's not necessarily that tired. Again, my oversight. And is he going to shut me up? Oh, I thought he was going to go, do you know what? I can hear you talking smack from the sidelines. I'm just going to pop in a long ranger. Didn't happen. Farmer out to looking for Hibbert, but he just found the Padam team as well. Salmon! I don't know why he's on free kick duty. And he hasn't scored one yet, but he's getting closer. He's getting closer. Dira puts the ball in. Hibbert! He's got a point to prove. Since I said, achieve this rating or you are leaving our club. He is just, apart from that own goal screamer, he's just matched it up with a volley to give us a 3-1 lead. And this has been a very good game of football. I am happy. I was going to make another sub. We're just going to leave that. There we go. We cannot complain, can we? Good goal ratio, possession. We just dominated. That is a domination. Shots on target as well. I was a little bit nervous when Hibbert scored that goal, but I needn't be, because we just did what we have been doing for the last God knows how many games, and just winning. And this is what I mean. Sometimes Football Manager just does this. You go on a bit of a run. You get your back room sorted. You find a tactic that just works. This one works, and I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that game. That's a good start for us. Okay, so we are back for our next game, which is away to Squires Gate, who are all slap bang bottom of the league. No, they're not. Liverpool are, but they're down there. They've only won 5 games all season and lost 16. So, I'm hoping this should be a fairly straightforward game. Not going to count any chickens, but the way our team's been performing, it should not be an issue. Same team as last time. We're having now we're getting to the end of the season. There's no cup runs. We're having about a week between games. Everyone is getting nicely rested. And it is making a difference. So hopefully we can keep that going. And here we go then. Squires Gate playing a standard 4-4-2, 1-1 in the last 5. So similar to our previous opponents. Hopefully, it will have the same result as the previous opponents. We are away from home. Hibbert, I've just realised what I've done here. I turned it up. I apologise to the viewer that didn't like the speed. I have turned it back down. There we go. When I'm offline, I just tend to fire through just because I've been playing it for a long time. It's just, yeah, I can sort of see what they're doing from there. But it's a nice attack here from Squires Gate, and Mohammed almost gives them the lead straight off the bat. Straight off the bat, we can't be complacent here. We can't take them for granted. I know they're low in the league, but we still need to play our game. It is raining. It shouldn't affect our style of play too much. We are pressing. I mean, who was that? Salmon was doing no pressing there. That could be offside. That could be offside. Is it going to be given? It's not. And Devontae Morton, I should have celebrated it more. I was adamant that was offside. I think we might have got away with away with one there. Here. No, he wasn't. He wasn't offside. I've had some terrible calls given against me this season. Especially offline. Some absolute terrible calls. But that one was spot on by a linesman. And Devontae Morton, who's playing our pressing forward for us, scored a nicely worked goal there. And I think it was sheer tenacity and strength. And here's Deer. Salmon, play it on. Leader Williams. Oh! And that was almost 2. Rutherford wins a header well. Perkins. Salmon. It's 2-0. And this is becoming an embarrassment for Squires Gate after such a good start for them. They had just been undone. We were pressing. They long booted out. This was a great header. Look at the height there. And Perkins, who's already got a beautiful ball. And Salmon had the composure just to slot that into the bottom corner. And we take a 2-0 lead before half-time. This is so much more enjoyable. So much more enjoyable when you're seeing your team play some good football and get some good results. Set pieces. We slowed down the scoring recently from set pieces. And it could be his first goal here. It's not. Oh, that's unlucky. Not as many headed goals. I don't know why. I haven't changed anything. Oh, and that's unlucky for Dira. Could have been his first goal for the club. And Salmon wants it again. He will get one of these one day. I'm sure he will. Will it be this game? About 30 yards out. No, skimmed the top of the net in. Keeper was rooted to the spot. He's gonna have to keep getting on that training ground and working on those free kicks because they're just not working. This is what we should expect, really, shouldn't we? Can't be too harsh on this team. They're right at the root. We're at the top. This is how the game should go. So let's give them a bit of slack. As long as they don't FM me in the second half and pull it back to 2-2 and ruin my mood for the morning. If that doesn't happen, I'll be okay. So not much happening here, which makes me think I'm hoping we haven't sort of again got complacent, or they might just be accepting defeat and sitting back now, trying to damage limitations. We are going to make a couple of subs here. Leader Williams isn't having the best game. I mean, both of these are tired. But Leader Williams is going to come off for Lewis Farmer. He could do with a rest, but I haven't got the depth at the moment. Hibbert's going to come off for Spice. Really like Spice, as I've been saying. And we're also going to bring on Lightfoot there, just for our youngster to have a break. This looks fairly comfortable, I say, as they just put a ball in the box. That was a great bicycle. That was a great bicycle attempt. And Clifton just tips it over the bar. He's having a good game, Clifton, for some reason. Makes me a little bit nervous that he's having to get a rating at all. Oh, that would have been on a plate for them, surely. But this now should be it. There's no way they're getting 2 goals back. There we go. Made it harder second half. They certainly improved, which may actually explain Clifton's rating. But we've come away with a win. I cannot complain. And that has done wonders. The league table for us, it's pushed us up into second place. 3 points off Bury now. We could have an unthinkable season if we carry on in this vein. I mean, it would take a lot to carry on, but we are, and I'm touching wood, we should be safe. We should at least get the playoffs. It looks like there's a semi-final straight into the final for playoffs. So what have we got coming up? We have got home to Wythenshawe, away to Cheadle. Cheadle embarrassed us 4-0 at home, so that might be a toughie, or it will be a chance for us to get the revenge there, but that is how we'll see January out. What I will do is I will play a couple of games offline, and we will come back for Channock and Glossop, I think. And then again, we'll come back in March for the youth recruitment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the continued support to new subscribers, to everyone that's viewing my videos. If there is anything that you want to see me doing, or something you want me explaining in a bit more detail, please just leave a comment and let me know. And I'll do that. I'll go through the staffing. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't really touched the staffing or the training because we're semi-pro. I tend to do that at professional. But I am happy to go through things for people that aren't too sure, who just want to see how we're doing things over here at the Isle of Man. So I will see you next time for episode 7. Thanks again. Take it easy. Enjoy your day.